What's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on iRacing for NASCAR Legends 87's at Darlington. I did run this 2 seasons ago and had a lot of fun, so we're going to give it a whirl again because this is my favorite oval track, and so far so good. I guess same start as we had last time, but we had PCM in the last one that we did a couple seasons ago, and then we ran last season at Watkins Glen, got our victory, so I guess this is my once a season in the 87's car, and we're going to see how it goes. Hopefully, it goes well. Same start as we had, but again, we're on the pole. Pretty happy with the Q lap. It wasn't perfect, but again, it's just about making a lap essentially at this kind of track temp and surviving. So yeah, going to be all about that long run on the race pace. Not burn the tires off, not make mistakes, slide, hit the wall, etc. As usual, Darlington, just always a little bit harder with the 87 cars. So we'll see how it goes. We have the best starting spot. We have the good pit box. Hopefully, we can stay out of trouble and conserve and be smart and smooth, and that'll be good. So yeah, we'll get ready to rock and roll here. 90 laps should be a lot of fun. Again, I always enjoy driving just about everything here, but definitely a different type of challenge doing this. So we'll have some fun, get ready to rock and roll. If you enjoy this, make sure you drop a like down below. If you're new, feel free to drop a sub. I greatly appreciate it if we're able to get to 1,000 subs by the end of the year. We'll start doing face cams so you can see my crazy facial reactions as I'm sliding around Darlington. But yeah, we should be good. We'll take a look. I got the new paint scheme going on here. This is the Southwest Airlines kind of classic retro looking paint scheme. Yeah, there's not much to it. I just found out trading paints. I don't have anything custom for this. Just a big fan of the old classic desert gold scheme that a lot of the airplanes for Southwest Airlines used to use. So big fan of that. So I figured throwback car will run that kind of throwback paint scheme. So anyways, we'll get rocking here. Starting from the point is always good. Hopefully we can again just kind of get out front and either conserve tire or stay out of trouble or whatever brings this race. I guess all 14 of us are here in the session. Big skill gap variety, but I think there are probably 4 or 5 cars that have the potential to run up towards the front, so that should be fun. So we'll see what we can do. Yeah, on the grid. Yeah, so if it pits under green, I think we're going to try the 2-tire strat that people seem to deploy here. Should be plenty good. Shouldn't need a tear off, especially under green also. So yeah, we're going to check fuel at halfway because there's no fuel calculator in this like there is in other cars, and my relative buttons on my keyboard are not cooperating right now, so whatever. Regardless, we'll get rocking here. We'll get on the grid and ready to go. Charles Buchanan's in here. I think
Good
that's the
luck,
guy from
y'all.
K5. Not sure exactly, but
Yeah, good luck.
we'll see how this goes. So a couple cars left to grid, 4th place and someone else. So yeah, we will see how this goes. Hopefully it's fun. Again, I do enjoy Darlington every single time we come here in anything, and it's always a little bit of a different, tricky challenge to come do it in this. So I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully it's good fun and goes well. I'd love if we could just go green and have this be a nice, long, strung-out race. But we'll see what we got. I'd like to just get a top 5 finish. A podium would be great. Hopefully we'll gain a little bit of ironing, but the goal is SR and to have fun, so that's more important. But if we gain ironing, that's just a bonus out of this. So there we go. Paddy joins up from P5. I guess there's one more that we're waiting on that may be starting from the pits. Should just be down to the last couple seconds here. But then we will get rolling. So 90 laps is going to take probably about 50 to 55 minutes, depending. Only 2 sets laying, which makes it really tricky if we get a caution semi-early. If we get a caution lap like 15 to 20, that makes it a really interesting call whether or not you're going to get tires. You probably have to come pit just for fuel. But then, again, depending on the flow of the race and how it's all working out, we're going to have to make a decision on what we want to do. So just a singular pace lap here. Hopefully we can get a good start and get singled out. And that would be a good goal here. Got to drive this really easy. When we were here 2 seasons ago last, I won the pole at a 30-90. This is about 2.5 tenths slower than that. It's about 15 degrees higher track temp. So definitely a lot more sliding. There's going to be a lot more tire management than we saw in that race. A lot more potential for mistakes. You're going to really have to go slow or be in trouble. So haven't gotten to run a whole ton of laps here this week. Only about maybe 50 total. But hopefully that's enough for me to know how to go slow essentially. So whatever, like I said, drop a like and a sub if you're new. Really appreciate all the love and support. As always, it's been absolutely wonderful. So you all are amazing, so thank you all so much for all the support. But hope you enjoy this one. Let's wait for this pace car dip off, and then we'll get underway. All right, got a nice start, nice gap, immediately into a full conservation here. You're not trying to go anywhere with any kind of speed. That's not how you do this, so. Immediately into a full conservation. The 14 car, Brandon Elkins there. He's at the very bottom of this iRacing chain, obviously, for this. So interested to see what kind of pace he has, because he's around up in fourth now, which is good. But again, we'll see if he's a tire burner or makes mistakes or what happens. So decent gap here already. Several car lengths is good. Yeah, we'll take this super easy. We're not going anywhere. This is going to be a long run game here. So
Reckon at 4.
Sounds like they're reckoning 4. See if we
Sorry,
get a
I was trying to avoid that and I squished you.
Yeah, not a problem. We were both braking, trying to slow down.
I think we'll have single file restarts, and I've never done a restart in this car.
Well, that looks like a 6X I've ever seen.
It looks like that was the 14 car, but it might have been caused by the 4. But we'll see if anybody has damage from that. Definitely not going to come put tires on. But we're down a couple cars at least here early, so that's unfortunate for those guys. But
oh, I almost avoided
gonna
that.
have my first restart in this car. I've never done a restart because last 2 seasons ago,
I tried going high, and all of a sudden I'm in a wall with someone.
It was caution free, and obviously Watkins Glen was caution free, being a road race. So first restart, we'll see how that goes. I guess I'm really far behind the pace car. I thought it would come out when we were approaching it, but guess not.
A4, can you check my front end, see if I have any damage? I'm going on your left side.
Pace car, middle back. So yeah,
You're good, number 8, from back here.
Unfortunately, Barrett got caught up in that. He was pretty sporty. I've raced with him before in several things, but again, we'll see. I think the guys that are currently in the top 4 are the people that we have to worry about. So.
Very infatuating. Hey, risk it for the brisket, man.
Risk it for the brisket? That's not the saying.
I got some fudge from there the other day, so I got it downstairs right now.
Risk it for the brisket. 2 to green because there's no lappers because Barrett's in the pits.
Yup.
So hopefully this doesn't just become a crash fest. We can get some good racing in here if we can get strung out and stuff. So we'll see. Hopefully there's nobody too torn up.
You can never go wrong with beaver nuggets in your mouth.
I don't know what this guy's talking about, but whatever.
That's a sentence I oddly understand, but out of context, it's very interesting. I know. People who don't know what Buc-ee's are going to be very confused.
Are you a carpet muncher?
Yep, Barrett's gone. So down to 12, unfortunately, it looks like Glenn.
What? I don't get it.
Has come to pit road.
Buc-ee's is the god of gas stations. It's like a supermarket inside of a gas station, and that gas station has a fully fledged restaurant that's really cool with fudge, beef jerky, these like caramel things called beaver nuggets.
Just for the
you just gotta go one day, man.
Buc-ee's,
it's an experience.
Clears. Quick Trip just clears. I'm sorry.
Where are they? I'm currently in Michigan.
They're all going to be down south here, like Texas, Oklahoma. I think there's a couple out in Arkansas, but yeah, they're going to be all south. You just got to, whenever you're down on a trip down here or something, you got to stop at a Buc-ee's, man. It's so amazing. It'll change your life. Or just YouTube Buc-ee's reviews, and you got people like trying different stuff out. Man, you know them YouTube reviews don't do it justice. You gotta experience it.
All right, ready to go here?
I experienced a Waffle House in Alabama. Yeesh.
Restart, gonna be 84 to go.
What
led more laps than we led last time here.
How
we only
drunk were
led
you?
2 the last time we were here, so how are you doing?
I wasn't. I don't drink, and I don't know. It was very awkward.
All right, ready to go.
Yeah, it generally helps if you're drunk, and then after like midnight, it gets good. 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. is around the peak time.
A little bit of wheel spin there, not too bad, just a little bit. Again, really going to float the entry to 1 here. Nice and slow, nice and smooth.
Bonus points if you're with a group of friends.
Glenn has gotten back on track in 12th place, but obviously pretty long ways behind. So, don't have quite the lead we had there of about 1 second after a couple laps, so hopefully we can build that up a little bit. Trying to be nice and smooth, nice and slow, absolutely zero rush.
I held on to it.
And some more wrecking there in the back, it looks like, unfortunately.
I'm already against the wall and I get spun out. Great.
It's like Donald and Charles and Patty can go battle over second right now, second, third, fourth.
Oh my god, my tires are toasted.
33.2 is a really slow lap. We're going really quite slow here. Yeah, it's irrelevant. We're not going anywhere. Right now, it's all about the long run here, so. Another disconnect. And there were 11. Side by side behind us, Charles trying to come through on Donald. Looks like he's going to make it for now. Take second position. Set his sights up towards us. See what kind of pace he has here once we get a couple laps into this. Again, I think he's a K5 guy if I recognize the name correctly, so he's probably run a lot of 87s, pretty popular series in that group, so he probably does know what he's doing. It's pretty good, so see what he's got. 80 to go, 10 down already.
Go ahead, my tires are melted like marshmallows right now. I cannot keep straight.
We're on lap 10. How can you have melted your tires already? Just getting going. Six spin ahead of us. Be up in the fence, that's always good. At least he kept you up there and didn't kill all of us, so that's good. See if he's still on track and in the way of the guys behind. Looks like he kind of will be a little bit, so not ideal, but already down to 10 on lead lap after that now. So he's struggling along. We lost a couple tenths there because of that, but nothing too crazy. Could be a lot worse, and obviously we didn't die, so that's always good.
I literally can't fucking turn.
This guy's already burned off his tires.
Now I can see it in all its glory.
See if Donalds tries to attack Charles back there for second there, just within 2 seconds behind me. Fighting. Looks like Charles is going to let him have that spot back. So it's smart not to fight here at Darlington, play the long game. Very good spot. We're just cruising along here. Haven't pushed really at all. feel like we're in a decent spot. Okay, we'll see what our long run pace is like compared to these guys. I like my chances. I like my chances anytime we come to Darlington in any series. But still gotta drive the car and put the race together, so that's part of it. Makes it fun though.
Sorry, I thought.
It's alright, I was losing cell too.
Missed my braking marker just a little bit there in turn 1. Managed to gather it back up and get through no problem on entry. Already catching the 13 here ahead of us. Hopefully he just lets us go when we get there. All over the fence, pounded at every single corner, so that's terrifying as we come up to lap him. Hopefully he, again, just bails out, gets out of our way. Had to do a little bit of a slider there to get through him. He's now going to spin out in the racetrack, right in front of all the guys at the front. Always cool. Awesome. Again, a couple tenths we lost there because of that. Slid the tires just a little bit, but again, we were safe and dead. Slid right up to the wall there. 11's having problems in front of us for now.
Good save, 13.
My tires are on fire and I can't get them to go out. It's every time I turn, I start losing everything, dude. It's turned into a drift car more than a Nascar.
Yeah, I just gotta get the temps down.
I can't do anything.
Can't fix people that drive like that, so I'm not even gonna bother giving it
Well,
advice.
if you're gonna pit for tires, the maximum amount, you gotta make them last another 9 laps.
I'm gonna just pit now and take the hit.
If he's pitting already at lap 22 and we had a 5-lap caution, I don't think he's making it to the end, which is gonna be my prediction now, so. We'll see how it goes. Top 3 still.
I've already got a knife in my stomach, so what's the point?
Top 3 still within pretty good distance here, just about 3 seconds for a top 3 separates, so good battle towards the front. 7 seconds back to, I think that's the 8 car back there, Williams 4th, so it is. So yep, still feel good about our pace. Nice and controlled and conservative for now. Happy with it. Just double checking I had my pit stop set for a green flag stop if we come to that point. So try not to mess with it too much. We get there.
Hey, my car behaves like a car again.
Thank you. Yep, here comes 13 on his fresh tires. Gonna come blazing up through here, burn through him in 10 laps, and causing issues again. So hopefully he burns through him before he closes the 3.5 seconds up to us. But again, don't want to really interfere with Charles or Donald either. But I guess technically better them than me, so we'll see how long he lasts. But still feel like I'm in a good spot. Nice and controlled, nice and smooth, absolutely no pressure. Not pushing at all, so. There we go. Drove 3 just a little bit. Wesley now taking the racetrack away from Donald. That's always cool as a lapper. Really costing Donald a lot of time now, and he's gonna have to repass him once he runs out of tires. So again, hopefully that's before I catch him. So, or before he catches me, I guess. Slow cars and lap cars and broken cars and stuff all over the place in this race. Like 3 of the remaining 11 are all over the place, so that's always pretty dangerous. Thank you. Oh, that was awful. Just not paying attention. Just got that all wrong because I'm dumb. Hopefully it's not too bad, just the one wall hit. Not great, obviously, but just not paying attention there. Worried about that lap car because he backed out so late. Again, probably everybody's going to hit the fence, so. That's my first Darlington stripe in a long time. I've gone a couple races there without hitting the fence since then, so. Unfortunate, but again, whatever. Probably still good. Tires didn't slide or anything. That was my main concern, was sliding tires, spinning out, dying, so. Didn't do that, even though we picked up a lot of right front damage, so. Should still be alright. Good enough, at least. Looks like Wesley has started to run out of tires and won't just run us back down immediately, so I guess that's good. Love that clean racetrack here, up to the 10 and the 9 battling for 7th. Hopefully we can use that. Williams is coming in from 5th in the 8 car, it looks like. Here, there, spun onto the apron, not sure which. We now have CS Brown 11 seconds back and forth, so new contender up in the top couple spots. Past 1/3 distance there, I missed that when we were busy pounding the fence down, and again, Donald's going to have to go back for Wesley here a couple laps, so. Should be able to eke this lead out to closer to 5 seconds here as we go. Of course, from that range, we have the luxury of not having to worry about pitting until they all come in, so that's something that we're definitely looking at as we get towards the end of this thing. Probably pit, you know, roughly lap 70, somewhere in that range. It's under green. Like I said, we're going to go with 2 tires because that seems to work here. Some tracks doesn't work. Probably works here. It's got to be very careful, very patient for a couple laps till the tires get to temp and equal out a little bit more. So just got to be patient, but you're already being so patient here in this car that it doesn't change too terribly much. Yep, Donald's really getting caught in a lot of that traffic now. Someone has hit the fence or died or something. They're missing a lot of body work there.
What happened for?
It's like the force coming to pit road with a blown motor, perhaps, from a wall hit.
I had to find the button on my wheel because my wheel's upside.
I don't know what that was. Regardless, it becomes 5th, 6th, and 7th ahead of us here.
I suck. That's what happened.
Already, this is so. Again, we got those lap cars between us and Donald, so that should help us out a little bit here as we go. Give a little bit more gap. Charles still hanging right back on the tail of them.
13, you're pushing way too hard, man. You've got to back your pace down.
I've had damage on my front right, and I can't get it fixed in the pits. They won't fix it. It's not that I'm pushing too hard, it's that they won't fix my fucking damage. I've had since lap 2.
Ah, man, you were pushing way too hard. Way, way, way too hard.
Yeah, I've watched you knock the wall down for like 5 laps.
Alright, well, we get to come in and get some tires.
And I don't mean it in a shit way. You just gotta slow down.
Good to the end here on fuel. I'm gonna get black flag if I pass this guy, so I gotta wait, which sucks. Now that sucks. The 8 doesn't know what he's doing, so I had to wait for that. People are dumb.
Justin, do you run the top in 3 and 4?
Yeah, I learned how to drive this place like a decade ago and be open, and that's the only way I know how to do it. I've never been able to make the bottom work here.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if diamonding works or not. Like, I don't know. The top's probably the best, honestly.
People say that if you can run the bottom and know how to make it work, it's preferable. I can't do it. All right, nice and smooth out. Got some fresh boots on it with 50 to go, which will be good. One set of tires left, but we're good to end on fuel here, so. What a weird topsy-turvy race.
I don't know if you get the lucky dog, if you get a wave around that as well.
There is no, yeah, in this series you should, because you'll get put to the end. Anyways, though, what we were saying earlier, Wesley, this car, especially at this track, but every track, you do not push at all. You just go as slow as you can manage and then fight in the last 10 laps. And you were going really hard. So about the same tire wear as Charles back there, but we were making decent lap time. So I think there are, what, about 6 cars on lead lap? Yeah, so
I get what you're saying.
not sure you do. But anyways, so now we get to reset again, 50 lap shootout, or I guess technically 49 lap shootout. Once we get back going, we're good on fuel to the end. So that's good. Plenty good on fuel. So yeah, this is going to be a thing. It looks like the leader is out, or we're going to be second in line here because it's single file restart. So Wesley's going to be in front of us, I think, not next to it. I don't know what he's going to be. It doesn't matter though. Probably a disaster, but we'll see how this goes.
Well, my engine just blew as I was leaving the pit, so have a good race, guys.
Yep, 6 on lead lap already, and we still got half the race to go. So
That sucks, man.
we'll try it again. Got half the race and then a little bit left, and we had a good pace
Whoa,
there.
I
It
just
was
gotta
going
look
good.
at the 13th right front. Like,
Yeah. Gotta remember how to drive it on fresh tires now. Unfortunately, Charles got stuck back behind Wesley there, so I have to go through him. Again, we'll just keep cruising. No pressure. He just DQ.
had to have.
Bruh.
So, at least we know that many cars on track left that can crash, so we'll see. I think we got all the hazardous guys out, maybe not, we'll look through. Looks like probably though, so. Fastest lap, wasn't really trying to run a fast lap there, but obviously someone's got to do it, so. Still in full cruise, no pressure. I know we have more pace if we need it, but again, we're going to be a lap away from cross flags here, so. Not at all concerned. Another faster lap there, again unintentional. The rear slide, and Charles is going to run a little bit faster here, so. On the charge, on the prowl. Donald's trying a little bit of a different line there, try to get some runs. And now I think there are only 7 cars left out of the 14 that we started with, and we're at halfway. So that is good math ratio for you math people at home there like me. That's meaning that we're going to have like 1 or 2 cars left at that rate, but I don't think we're going to continue at that rate, obviously. We got rid of some of the scary people, so. Donald's definitely keeping up with us a little bit better this run. I don't know if he's pushing harder, or I'm driving too soft, or track is rubbering in and suiting him a little bit better, but definitely not opening up those couple tenths that we were earlier. But again, not concerned as of yet. Still got a long way to go. Definitely feels slippery. It's either getting more slippery as the rubber builds up, or it's gotten a little hotter or something, but just feeling it slide a little bit more through center 1 and 2. Donald trying to roll that bottom of 3 and 4, like I think is the way to do it. Is preferable. It's pretty hard to pass down there, especially once we get some tire wear in. It's really hard to roll down there and get off of 4, but it is, I think, technically the better, faster line if you can do it just solo. So. Still just hanging. Sometimes you just gotta use that right front to get the rear end to swing off turn 2. Nothing wrong with that as long as you don't make a habit of it. That's how you just drive it. But we're not driving it like that, so I think we're okay. Just starting to pull a little bit of a gap on Donald again. He could just be not driving as hard as I am. Long, long way to go again. Still more in the third of the race handily, but I'd rather be a little bit further ahead, 1.5 to 2 seconds is a comfortable margin, and then, be able to see them start to make a charge and have a lap or 2 to adjust and find more time than have them be, 5 tenths back, make a charge, and then not know if it's because they're starting to push or I've fallen off or what's going on. So Charles definitely starting to close back down Donald again, though. We'll see if they choose to battle. If Donald chooses to let him go again for this point in the race. Obviously, we're much closer to the finish, but still not anywhere near the final 10 laps, so see how that plays out. They're both seemingly pretty consistent, pretty close on pace for the most part. Starting to get close for second. 2/10 between them. Definitely a little bit of a battle going on, but again, it just kind of fluctuates lap over lap, so. Probably leaving some time out there on entry, especially in the 3. And again, safe and conservative is the game plan I'm going for. Oh, down by, really hit the fence hard that time.
Well, that didn't feel good. If I hadn't turned back right, I would have came off the wall into TS3.
Thank you for not hitting me.
Yeah, I'm not trying to screw over somebody else.
So, looks like he hit the fence there. Unfortunate, got some damage. Hopefully he is able to continue on and stay in 3rd for now and still survive this. Now it's me versus Charles, and again, I think he's a K5 guy. Battle of the K5 experienced people at the front. So 31 to go here. Again, still quite a long ways to go, more than a third of the distance, but definitely into the nitty-gritty stages now at this point. There we go, 60 down, 30 to go. Still hanging right about that 2-second margin I talked about earlier. Pretty happy with that. Still just kind of running my pace, cruising. Not really pushing anything too crazy. Used up our mulligan for sure getting in the wall that one time, so gotta keep it smart and clean. I think we're doing that. I think our pace is good. Our amount of tire saving and our strategy for the long run here is also good. CS Brown keeping up with us a little bit better here up in 4th, so good to see that. Williams falling back in the 9 car, back in 5th, but still hanging on strong. And Kenneth is 6th, again still on lead lap, and Glenn's kind of inherited 7th here by being the 7th car running, so probably gonna not lose too much, if any, ironing out of that, I'd assume, being the 6th car, so guess good for him. A little bit more gap back to Charles, not sure if he hit the wall or got damage himself or made a mistake, or again maybe he's just starting to run out of tires here on this longer run. I don't remember exactly what we did on the first run, maybe about 35 laps. Must have been about 35 laps, but there was caution at the very beginning of that too. So about lap 70 or 75, I guess, then will be roughly that same feeling on tires. So about 10 laps from now. Turned down a little bit too early there off 2. A little bit of exit slide. Like we're having another battle for second here momentarily as Donald is caught back up to Charles. It's starting to fall back a little bit. Maybe even get CS up in that battle and make it a 3-way fight for second. That would be cool to watch on the relative as we're driving here. But definitely a two-person fight right now. Just a couple tenths separation here, which in this car here, as slippery as is, that's close. So very close battle for second. Just touched the wall, just kissed it. Didn't even register a 0x, but definitely heard it, definitely felt it, so just a touch. Almost certainly no damage from that one, though. Didn't cost us very much of any lap time, and that's basically as far as you can push it without really hitting the wall and doing any damage either to the tire or to the car, so. 25 to go, though. Getting right down to the end of this thing now, 3.5 second gap. We're getting close to coming up on Kenneth here. Still 7 seconds is plenty of gap ahead of us, but tried that middle lane through 3 and 4, really didn't work, did not feel good, so we'll abandon that. We'll either, again, go to the bottom or the top like we have been, probably the top. Starting to slide the fronts now, just overdriving just a little bit for the tire where we have, so gotta back that up just a touch, especially in turn 1, so we don't plow the wall down again like we did that one time trying to get by Glenn, which is really dumb. Don't really understand what I was trying to do there that lap, I just got distracted, focusing on his car and not the fact that I still had to make turn 1 at Darlington and 87 on semi-old tires, so. Awesome car track combo though. Probably going to come out this video after the week is concluded, but circle it next time it comes up. I mean, this track, or this car, excuse me, in this series with a good group is great. At every track, it makes no difference. Short tracks are a little bit scary, but any track with tire wear and long runs, and, good tracks like this are absolute blast in this car and in this series. But this is among the best because you really have to be on your game. You really have to be focused up and be precise and perfect. And it's a lot of fun to slide around, but not too much, and so on and so forth. So. Always a blast, and as long as I'm a regular on iRacing, I'll try to get a Darlington 87's in when it comes around. So James is the schedule manager for this, so shout out to him. Hopefully it comes up, twice a year or something. Still battling for second with Charles and Donald there. Not quite 4 seconds now. Donald's going to make that pass. Just about. Might have been let go by Charles there. Again, all three of them really tight together now, 4 seconds back. Still battling hard though. And again, still a pretty long way to go. I mean, we still got 20 laps. It's going to be 12 minutes or so here. Take quite a while. A lot more tire wear, a lot more mistakes and incidents that can happen, So, long way to go. Back to fighting, just a couple tenths separation there again. And again, they really let CS come and join that battle at the tail end there and group up with them, so. It's a classic fight. I wish we could watch it a little bit more, He's really seeing the battle as they're nose to tail going back and forth as a trio there now, but I'll be fine watching it on the relative with 19 laps to go with our nice gap here at the front, so that's always fine by me. Wasn't sure where that car was going to end up, so just lifted out of that a little bit. But spun, it looks like hit the inside wall there, Kenneth did, so. Leaves us 5 cars on lead lap. He's going to get going though. Hopefully he'll get back to pit road. Not sure if he'll be able to get that fixed. I don't know how bad the damage is, but at least keep us from getting the caution there. He kept it rolling, kept down the apron, so that was good. Appreciate that. $17 to go. Two behind us are so tight, and they look to be pretty evenly matched. So that's always a lot of fun. It's stressful when you're in battles like that at the end, especially in hard car track combos like this, where you're fighting enough racing the car and the track that you It's hard to battle someone else when you're both doing that, but they're doing a really good job. It looks like they're all pretty close up there right now. So. Just keeping an eye on our fall off here. Just about 1.3, 1.4 seconds, somewhere in that range right now. Probably going to lose a couple more tenths before the end of this thing. Up to that 5-second lead now, and again, all three of them under a blanket, super tight together, which is awesome to see. There they go, side by side again, Charles and Donald. They're both going to make it out of 4. Still super tight. Look at that. That's awesome. Awesome racing. Both lost a couple tenths there down the front stretch. Charles is going to take that spot back, it looks like. Get back up to second into turn 1. Looks like Donald probably let him go into turn 1. As you should. Smart move. And that's roped CS right back into it. It's a 3-horse battle for second place here. Meanwhile, we're still cruising up here. 5-second gap now, 13 to go. See if Donald can mount one more charge, try to take second place back again. Slide there. It's our first really big slide of the day. That was a big one for sure. Just slipped the rear tires just a little bit off turn 4. The 2 major there, no harm, no foul, easy save. Donald has fallen back almost a second now from Charles, so I wonder if, whether it's that wall hit or tire wear or something, he's just burned through those tires just enough where he's actually under attack from CS now also. Looks like Charles might have had a mistake there and hit the fence. Yeah, he might have, because he's fallen back behind both those guys now. So they're going on it really, really hard, all 3 of them. But they're tripping over each other, making mistakes now. So 6 seconds is the gap. CS is now, it looks like, gone to second, up past Donald. Awesome move for CS, the 7 car, all the way back up to second place after being towards the back that first run, surviving. Picking them off slowly, has now moved up to second position with 10 to go. All 3 of them still tight together under a blanket though. That's awesome to see, love it. What a great series when you get good long green racing like this. Look at that, just a couple tenths between all of them. 10 to go, 10 fingers there from the flag man that time. Eight to go. Dowd's falling back a little bit from those guys now in fourth, so I think he's definitely either hit the wall again, gotten more damage, or definitely gone off the cliff and run out of tires. So 7 to go there for us. 6 seconds still gap. Just about a half second between Charles and CS. Charles is going to try and make one more big charge at that and try to get up and take second place back here at the very end. Dowd's definitely falling back at a high rate of speed. Six more. We're done on pit road also. No green, white checkers in this series, so even if a caution comes out, we're staying out to be the leader, even if it's on old tires. If everybody else chooses to pit, fine. I'm taking my chances on a white flag restart on old tires. Just want that launch, get away, survive one lap. Been there before, so. But coming to 5 to go here, that's going to be probably a non-issue because we do have the lap car. Glenn is going to make sure we have 4 caution laps if a caution were to come out. 6.1, 6.6, still a close battle back there. 5 to go. As we come past pace car, it means that caution comes out, it's going to be 4 to go, so definitely done with pit lane. Caution comes out now, I think the race will probably be over, but even if we did get one lap, obviously we'd stay out. But once we get to 4 to go here, this race will be done and dusted. No more pit stops, no more restarts, nothing like that. So Dowd's falling off like crazy. He must have had some kind of crazy tire fall off that he's hit the cliff of, or again has hit the wall again and damaged the car in some way or something along those lines. But still tight there, just a couple tenths between them. 3 to go. Charles definitely has gotten close enough to mount one more attack here. If he can set it up and get a good run, that's going to be super close. Kenneth has gotten back out in 7th place, the 10 car, to finish his last couple laps. It's great to see. We're in no rush to catch any of this traffic up ahead of us that we can see out the way. 6 and 4 seconds respectively. We are more than happy to just ride back here. Not push it all, not have to worry about it. They're close again, 6.5. There goes Charles making the move. Something happened to CS there. Did he hit the wall or slide or something? Because he gave up that spot really easily on the straightaway, looks like. And has fallen pretty far back, so. Seven seconds now. What a great battle, great fight, great event. Off of turn 4, white flag, credit one bank, one more time around Darlington, the track too tough to tame, the lady in black, whatever you call it, I call it my favorite oval by far now that they've killed off Atlanta. And honestly, with the way that oval refresh has gone and this new tire, this might be better than old Atlanta anyways. Not certain of that, I have to think about that. Off turn 2 for the final time, just had that one wall hit entering turn 1. It was a big one, but thankfully a 0x, just a mental mistake by me. But other than that, no drama, no histrionics, didn't have to make any green flag pit stops. Only the one set tires under yellow, but we're going to come through 3 and 4 and collect another victory in the 87s, our first on an oval, and we get it at Darlington. Awesome race, guys. That was a ton of fun up at the front. Let's go.
Good run.
That looked like a blast back there for 2nd, 3rd, 4th. That was crazy. All right. We will absolutely take that one. Heck yes. Keeps up our streak of solid finishes. We get another, obviously a podium, another victory. Been running really well in officials lately. Everything that's not been supercars, I think, has been a great finish in the last 2 months or so. Yeah, we will take that, absolutely. Absolutely take that. Park it right on start finish. Not going to do any burnouts. Want to see what those tires were. 78.66. I think we led all laps. I don't think we were ever challenged, but all right, we will check out the results here momentarily. Let's go look at that and not close out the session since we're being smart people today. We do get our SR back, 4.99, that little bit of chunk we've been missing since the last time we ran street stocks. Get that back. Get 23 iRating also, which is great. 55.61, 23 is good for this field. Again, didn't expect to get too terribly much, but glad to get something in the green. Definitely need to finish top 2 or 3 there to gain, so I was right about that. We got the 0x, we got the SR back. No lead changes, it looks like there, which means we did lead all 90 laps from the pole, which is awesome. Didn't run the best lap. We saw Charles had that one really good lap there, but good fun regardless. Donald unfortunately loses 9 iRating. Let's see all the rest of the stats there and results. Wesley actually gains 23 iRating for 8th, even though he finished 52 laps down disqualified. So that tells you all I need to know right there. A lot of death in the first half of that race, and random stuff happened. Unfortunately, that 14 did end up crashing. It looks like it took Barrett with him and maybe some others. So that's part of it. Again, single split. That's what you get, but we will take that and move on to whatever's next. So that's going to be it. Again, make sure you drop that like and a sub down below if you are new. Greatly appreciate all the support. It means the world to me. And next video you see, I believe, is going to be on to week number 7 races. So this will be the last one that goes up for week 6. I still got recording to do for hopefully supercars, and we'll see if I end up recording anything from the 24 Hours of Spa this weekend. But this will probably be a Tuesday video. So hope everybody has a great day, a great rest of their week. And that'll be that. So proud to go out with another victory and a lot of fun, a great race. But until next time, as always, bye.